Hello there. Welcome to Paggigalo Industries. We're here today. No. I'm doing a short little stream, and I wanted to put on some. I also wanted to put on some Vertigo Arrow music, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to put on the Varlamore music because it has Alduran music in it, which is peak. It's basically Vertigo Arrow, but in RuneScape. And then I went to a Varlamore like hour and a half long music list, and it started with the Alduran songs, which are peak, by the way. Peak, by the way. All right, so this is gonna be an hour stream. So what I'm doing here today is I'm talking about how this year's been so far for me, how stuff's been going. Basically, as we come into June here, summer is usually where I pick up on streaming when I do stream actively in years, and I'm gonna be doing some Herbivore in the background in RuneScape, so Subway Surfers for people. Basically, it's just a way to AFK and kind of not AFK. The word AFK in RuneScape is a little different from how it's used correctly. It doesn't mean away from keyboard in RuneScape. It means like you don't really have to do much. So you're still at your keyboard. You're just not doing much. But yeah, and then I think Corey and Kyle are streaming today as well, so I'll probably raid them after I'm done or something. Just send you over there. But for now, the ad break's going. But don't worry, nobody's watching, so we don't gotta worry about it. I haven't streamed for all of May, and now I'm back here in June. I streamed yesterday with Corey, and I'm streaming today, just this kind of update. And here's the thing. I want to stream a lot in June, like a good amount in June. Some of the days it'll be very short streams like this, and some of the days it'll be a lot longer. But the point of the fact of the matter is I didn't stream it all in May, and it made me kind of pissed off. A lot of really bad shit happened in May as well. Some family stuff happened, some illness stuff happened. There's a lot of bad stuff happened in May, and wasn't a great month for me making progress on a lot of stuff. But there's one thing I did do in May that really, really helped me out. So I've been going to a therapist, and they're great. They've been helping me out because of my benefits of my job. I work a state job, which is really cool. Not because the pay is good, because it really isn't, but because the benefits are fantastic, and they let me do a lot of medical stuff. And because of that, I've been able to go to all different types of medical stuff, trying to figure out like sleep problems and all this kind of stuff, and a therapist. Which has been really nice to get to go to a therapist again. It's been a really long time since I have. The last time I went there, I really needed it, and this time I've felt like I've needed it, and it's been beneficial to me, I feel like. So, the fact of the matter is, first things first, I just got a promotion at my job. Woohoo! $4,000 more a year, up to like around $52,000 a year, which is really nice. I got a little bit more in my bank account, a little bit more in my back pocket, and it doesn't... don't hurt me none. I mean, they got the same benefits and everything. So, I'll be really enjoying that. And obviously this last month I didn't stream at all, and I kind of... RuneScape Leagues was happening, and since the Leagues happened, it kind of got me back into RuneScape a bit. I've been enjoying my time with it again. I'm trying to get 99 Hunter here. Right now I have... 93, and I'm doing Herbivore till I get 99. I got the Hunter Rumor Pet the other day, Questin. So now I am trying to get 99 here. By the way, I'm all over the board. I know that much, but I'm just trying to explain my mentality and stuff coming out of May, because it was really bad. It was really bad. But there's one thing, and I'm very behind on my backlog, and this is you're gonna be like, why are you talking about this now? But this is an important reason why. Very behind on my backlog. I still have a game from February is what I'm playing right now, and it's June. It's a 6 month, and I'm on the 2nd month for my backlog test. Let me just show you how many hours gaming I've spent in 2026. I've spent 568 hours playing video games just this year alone. I haven't tested how many of those are on stream. I haven't written down how many of those are on stream. I should probably have done that, but we're about halfway through now. I can maybe do it at the end of the year. Just see how many hours I streamed essentially. But for the backlog, I've spent only 51 and a half hours in games for my backlog, and those games that I've played so far are Chrono Trigger, Spiritfall, and The Altars. And then Bayonetta is the one that I'm playing right now. So The Altars was the one good thing that happened to me in May. Basically, I started The Altars in February, and I got to this like Act 2 decision, basically, that I was very hesitant on, and I hadn't played it until this month in May, when I was just like looking for something to play to distract myself, basically, because May was a really bad month, like I said. And I finally played through The Altars. I made that Act 2 decision, and in there, The Altars kind of boomed me. It kind of made fun of me for what I had. Basically, it said like why. It said two things in specific. One of them was like, why are you so hesitant on making decisions that you think could be mistakes? Because mistakes aren't really a bad thing. In the end of the day, you know, it's a good thing, and it's something I had to be reminded of by the game, which is kind of a little embarrassing. But it's funny because I was so hesitant on making the decision in the game that I didn't play the game for 3 months because I was so hesitant on making that decision, and then immediately after making that important decision, it was like, why are you afraid of making decisions? And I was like, okay, you got me, game. You boomed me. And then the other one is, the other thing it said is, why do you keep waiting for miracles to change something? When a miracle happens, your mentality isn't going to change. It's just going to be, you know, you're just going to have a little bit of a benefit. And truth be told, miracles have probably happened in my life that I have benefited from, and then I've just kind of turned around and acted the same as I have before them. And, you know, that kind of, basically, miracle is like a catch-all term, but it's basically saying, God, this music rips, by the way. But anyway, it's basically saying, why do you think that your mentality is going to change when something big happens to you that would help you out? You're still going to be the same person. You know, I've gone through a lot of changes in my life, and changes are big events that don't just happen instantly because something happened to you. You know what I mean? It's big events that happen to you because you focus over time and, you know, like a fine blade, hone it down into change. Thank you, Mistrock Soundtrack for making the anvil hammering sound at the right time. So I was thinking of a a blade. Oh wait, hold on. Gotta hide this. Don't show my pin. But yeah, so it's like basically the all throughout May I was going like, oh, I just have to wait till the situation changes. You know, I'm sick. And the thought process is, why, when I was in that mentality, was I not just still trying to do? You know what I mean? Like, why am I not trying to do just because I feel like my life situation's a little hard at the moment? I should still be attempting, even if the life situation's hard. I can still be like, look at what I attempted. And you know, especially when it comes to being creative or trying to do something creative, even if it's something like streaming, which, like, isn't really the most creative subject, but, you know, you can kind of just goof around half the time. The point I'm trying to make is, why am I not trying? Even if I wasn't doing streaming, I should have been trying to, like, make a game or write a story or write a script for a YouTube video or something. All these different things that I'm passionate about, but I never actually put effort into them. And it's something that I've been working on with my therapist for a couple months now, and the Altars kind of just fucking boomed me. So big shout outs to the Altars. I'm so happy I learned about it at the end of last year so that I played it this year. We'll see if that's the same case when I end up playing Expedition 33 again at the end of this year with that game as well, if I also appreciate it just as much. But the Altars really hit home in a way that only one video game has ever hit as close to home for me, and that's Dragon Quest III. If you don't know Dragon Quest III, at the beginning, there is a like a personality section. And when the remake came out, I said, you know what? I've never played through Dragon Quest III. I played through 1 and 2 back in the day, but I never played through 3 because I knew the remake was coming out. So I was like, let's wait for the remake. So the remake came out. I still haven't beaten the game, by the way. I just played it for a little bit, and you'll see why, mentality wise. Because I played through the intro, and with the intro, it did like this thing in the desert where there was two brothers, and like one of them was dying, and he's like, "Go on without me," and the other brother was like, "Oh, I don't know if I should go." Go on without him, or if I should try. And I told him, you got to try. You got to keep your bro alive. You got to try, even if it means certain death for you too. Even if the alternative would be you living and him dying. That's the way my mentality works. And the game gave me the perfectionist personality, and I was like, perfectionist? I'm not a perfectionist. Like, what are you talking about? I'm not a I don't think about it. Like, I've never been a perfectionist in my life. I don't give a shit if something's like perfect or anything like that. You can just look at some of my YouTube videos or streams to see that. But it wasn't saying I was a perfectionist in that everything I make or do has to be perfect, but it was saying I was a perfectionist in that I always think, like, morally I have to be perfect. Not even, like, morally, but, like, ideally I have to always, put others above myself and try to help others in the best way I can. Bro has no run energy, Lamau. It's just that mentality. I always say that I'm never gonna turn my back on the world and be somebody who distrusts everyone and thinks everyone's out to, like, get their own and that kind of thing. I always think that, like, falling into that mental trap is, like, the worst thing you can do. I always want to trust people intrinsically, even if they're gonna, it's gonna bite me in the ass. Then I'll just know I can't trust them after that, basically. So it's one of those things where it's like my mentality is definitely that perfectionist, where it's not like I need everything to be perfect in my projects or something like that. It's rather the projects aren't something that's important to me, but if something is important to me, I do need it to be perfect. And that's one of those things where it's like, if I see the idea of a stream not as something for me to... It's a hobby for me, but it's also a bit important to me in the aspect of, like, if I'm sick or if I'm really stressed and I don't really want to go and stream, like, I'm like, oh, I shouldn't stream at all. And that's the same thing with, like, making a game or writing a script or something. It's like, if I don't have the right mentality, I don't want to do it at all. And so as I've played that game initially, at the first time, I shut it off and was like, perfectionist, what is it talking about? But as I keep thinking about it, as the years have gone by, I'm like, damn, they really fucking clocked me. Hello, Marilyn Temple. Welcome to the chat. But yeah. Long time no see. Marilyn, I think I met you at TwitchCon 2019. Hashtag many thoughts. Welcome, Wyrock, as well. I didn't expect people to actually show up for the stream. I'm very, very shocked. I'm very shocked. Shit. Yeah, I thought I remembered when I clicked on you. I remembered you instantly. So it has been a while. I didn't expect people to show up for the stream. Surprised you remember that? I mean, it's you're a memorable person, and TwitchCon 2019 was a very fun experience for me. But those days are past, unfortunately. Now I'm sequestered to my house, sitting in an office, working an office job. Depressing as it be. Anyway, wow. So, let's see here. So I wanted to. So now that stuff's out of the way, with me talk about my mentality coming into this. I'm gonna talk about I'm gonna stream a lot in June, and I've kind of like made a short list of stuff I'm definitely gonna stream. First off, since Corey's in the chat, we're definitely gonna have more Paul and Corey talks, because why not? We're gonna have at least one this month. I can guarantee it. Corey, you're signing on. I don't care if you agree or not. Which means we might have more champions, but we also might just like play other stuff while we're talking because champions kind of distracted us. I'm there, great. Definitely a great hobby to chill with. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the mentality I'm going in with this month. I just want to kind of chill. So besides Paul and Corey talks, the actual games, Sleuth Saturdays are returning. I will be streaming on Saturday again this upcoming Saturday, Nancy Drew, and I will be trying to do that for the rest of the Saturdays because I kind of fell off the wagon with that, unfortunately. But I still love those games, and the next game's a pretty good one. So we're going to be getting back into that on Saturday. Other than that, though, non-scheduled stuff. I'm going to do some Kingdom Hearts 2 randos, at least a couple, because I just love that game. It's addicting whenever I get back into the mood for it. But besides that rando, there might be some other randos that I'm thinking of playing. I always love randos and the fact that I've not really represented them on my channel. Whenever I play a rando, I usually just play it offline, like in a call with my friends and stuff. And I'm like, why am I not playing like Zelda randos or like other Archipelago randos and stuff like that on stream? So I think I've only done one Zelda rando on stream in my whole time doing it. So expect some randos this month, at least a couple. I'm going to pretty much be streaming every day this month, unless stated otherwise. So there's going to be some randos this month for sure. I also want to do finally a Skyrim stream where I do like a challenge run thing. I have a couple ideas for what I want to do. We'll see what ends up happening. I was thinking maybe some RuneScape stream this month, but I'm not sure because I'm going to try to get 99 Hunter this month, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm working towards that. But that's really not, like, this isn't an interesting stream. Maybe if I do another, like, podcast stream like this, I'll play some RuneScape in the background, but it's not really what's interesting about RuneScape. What's interesting about RuneScape are, like, the, late game PvE and stuff, and I don't want to do that yet because I don't want to get 99 hit points before I get 99 Hunter, so that's the reason why. So I don't know if I'll stream RuneScape this month or not. We'll see, but RuneScape definitely in the future I'm going to start streaming it as well because I play so much of this game all the time. And it's like, why am I not showcasing at least a little bit of that on stream? The mentality that I'm trying to come into this month is why not play it? So many things I've held back in the past, like for instance with Bethesda games and like Skyrim and even Fallout titles, I've been like, well, I don't want to stream it unless I have like some kind of audience, you know what I mean? Because it's not going to be interesting where I'm just like playing it, but like, who gives a shit? I'm almost 30 now, I don't care. The mentality's swapped. So yeah, it's a different beast, some might say, that I'm coming into this month. I'm a different beast coming into this month, I guess. So anyway, for more games that I'm going to stream and stuff like that, I'm also thinking of a long, ongoing series that I want to do. I'm thinking of what game I want to do it in. Obviously, like, Minecraft is, like, the mentality, but, like, I don't know if I want to stream Minecraft on stream. I don't know. It's something where it's, like, it's also, like, every time you play Minecraft, it's a you're plotting till the end, you know what I mean? Like, you've activated a Half-Life countdown timer to when Minecraft's over, basically. So I don't know if I want to do Minecraft, but I do kind of want like a longer stream series where I just kind of play a game, and like obviously Sleuth Saturdays exist, but I want like one singular game where I kind of like go through it. So I don't know, and that's not like scheduled and stuff like that, where I just like, oh, I'm just playing Minecraft today, basically. And I don't know if it's going to be Minecraft or something else, but think Minecraft. So besides these random vague promises of randos and stuff, there's 2 games this month I want to play for sure. I'm not saying I'll beat them this month, but there are 2 games I want to play this month. The first one is a game called Zexion. It is a freshly released Metroid-like. I was going to call it Metroidvania, but apparently it's just very Metroid. It's not very Vania. My friend says it's the best Metroid game he's ever played in his life, and I respect his opinion on games, so I've bought it. It's a game made by one guy for 13 years, called Zexion. It just came out on Steam like at the end of May, so I'm gonna be playing that on stream. It's like 15-20 hours. I'm gonna be playing it. I'm gonna be having fun with it. It's been a while since I've sunk my teeth. I heard that was 6 out of 13. You mean like the release date? A 6 out of 13 is a crazy score to give something. Yeah, I heard Zexion was like really good if you're a Metroid head, and I do like my Metroids, so we'll see. Every time I played a Metroid on stream, I've enjoyed it, except for Super, which is funny. And it's not that I didn't enjoy Super. I really enjoyed like the exploration and the discovery of Super, but the gameplay was just a little clunky. It's after years and years. I'm sure if I went back to Super, I'd appreciate it more because I knew the gameplay a bit more. But it's just one of those things where it's like Mario 64 is still like one of the best 3D Mario platformers, but it's also super clunky if it's the first time playing it. You know what I mean? It's that kind of idea. But I'm excited to try that out. So I'm definitely going to be streaming that this month. The other game I'm definitely going to be streaming this month. It's actually a sequel to a game I played a long time ago on stream. It's Mass Effect 2. I've never played Mass Effect 2. I played Mass Effect 1 like 15 times off stream, and then I played it once on stream a couple years ago when I was trying to. It was back when I was doing the like Summer Insanity, whatever whatever I called it, Summer of Insanity or something. I streamed Mass Effect 1, and I had a really good time with it. So I wanted to stream Mass Effect 2 because I've never played it before, and I've had a couple of friends talk to me about Mass Effect 2 in the past, like, how have you not played it when you've played 1 so many times? So I'm going to play Mass Effect 2. It's on the backlog, and I want to get it streamed. I want to stream that game for sure. So I'm streaming that this month, and Zexion are for sure certain locked-in games for this month, besides a couple of streams of randos. Paul and Corey talks at least once. We'll see how many times we have the wherewithal. But maybe also Paul gets walked by Corey, which is a completely different type of stream where he beats my ass in Pokemon Champions again. So we'll see a couple of those streams, or maybe, who knows. And the last thing I wanted to kind of talk about was Retro Game Smorgasbord. Some of my favorite streams from other streamers that I've noticed have been like when they play a bunch of retro games in one stream for like half an hour to an hour each, and then they swap to the next game and that kind of thing. And they just play a bunch of retro games. I have a Dreamcast now with a stack of like 20 to 30 games over there. Why am I not trying this? So I also have a PS2 with a stack of like 150 games maybe. So why am I not streaming some retro games? So I want to kind of try one of those streams this month where I just do like a retro game, like Shotgun, play all that crap. So yeah, the final thing I will say about games this month, something I have not mentioned, the elephant in the room, so to speak. Why have I not talked about Tomodachi Life? Tomodachi Life. Okay. So Tomodachi Life, when it came out in April, I was really excited to play it. Dreamcast Smorgasbord will be awesome. I'm very heavily thinking about it. So we will see what happens in June. I might get some more games off of eBay before I commit to it, but I do have a lot of like junk games as well. Like I've ordered a couple of different packs of games, and it came with games that I really wanted and a couple of junk games as well. So I have like junkier games, I guess you could call them, games you don't expect to play for a long time, essentially. So yeah, I'll definitely think of a Dreamcast Smorgasbord. I might get some more of them before we do that. Anyway, so yeah, Tomodachi Life. Played a lot of it in April, and then I didn't play it all in May. I haven't played it all off stream either since my last stream of it. Tomodachi Life will return, and it will have our beloved cast of characters. However, I don't think it's going to be returning this month because I have an idea for it that I really want to do before I make it return. And it requires me working on it off stream a little bit. So that's all I'll say about Tomodachi Life. I have not abandoned it, but I have an interesting idea I really want to go with, and it requires me to put in the legwork off stream. So that is what I'm thinking about. Okay. So that's all my streaming stuff for this month. Well, streaming in general. There's some other streaming stuff like, you know, I won't be webcamming every stream. I might just be chilling, like this stream, for instance. I'm not webcamming. Because webcamming, I have to set up the webcam, I have to set up the green screen. I mean, that doesn't take really a lot of time, but then I have to turn on the lights and have the lights blaring on me the whole time. I don't really care. It's like, for this stream, I was like, I'm not turning on the damn webcam. So we'll see what happens in other streams, if I consider doing that, or if I'm just like, all month I'm doing no webcam. I mean, I'll probably do some webcam for a couple streams, but we'll see. Like the Skyrim ones, if I end up doing Skyrim, I'll probably have webcam on for that. Mass Effect, I'll probably have webcam on for that, that kind of thing. But a lot of the other stuff is toss-up. So, other than that, Foobar. So Foobar, I still haven't updated the Foobar. Since I've gotten this new PC, I still don't have any damn songs in my Foobar, and I want to start doing that because when I start doing randomizers, I'm gonna want to listen to. There's a chance I'm gonna want to listen to stuff that isn't in. Basically, I want to listen to like randomized music, basically, and that Foobar would help me do that. And I have it's set up and it's real pretty looking on stream and all that stuff, and I just want to get it going so it looks good. And it already looks good, but so it actually has some songs in the database that it can pull from, besides just Wild Frost, which is a great soundtrack. But you know, I got to get some more stuff in there. So the thought process is I want to add some more stuff to that. I know at the beginning of the year I said I'm going to add a song, like I'm going to add a soundtrack every week. I'm going to try to add a soundtrack, and I haven't added a single soundtrack, which is very funny. But I'm going to try to add a soundtrack, you know, maybe every week. I don't know. We'll see. I want to add some more soundtracks to it, though. Especially because another game, this is something I forgot to write down and bring up. Another thing I want to do is I want to play Mario 64 ROM hacks, because the Mario 64 ROM hack community is like huge and has a bunch of games and stuff. A bunch of ROM hacks that are really cool. So I want to start playing some more of those as well, but probably won't do that this month. Probably wait till a little later. But when it comes to those Mario 64 ROM hacks, for sure I'm going to be wanting Foobar to have some songs in it, basically. So that I can just play that instead of listening to the same Mario 64 songs all again. Which, to be fair, some ROM hacks have new songs, but I guess it's just that mentality of it'll be nice to have an alternative, so I don't just have to listen to the game's music. Especially if I'm doing randos for like Kingdom Hearts, and I'm like, okay, this is the 300th time I'm hearing, you know, the Agrabah battle theme. It's like I'll just put on some other music. And I have my stream set up so that I can do Spotify without getting like fact checked, without getting nuked to oblivion. So there's that option as well. If I want to do that. And there's also song requests that I've been thinking of, but I think song requests is something that it's going to be if I get an audience, which, once again, I'm doing this as a hobby. I don't really care. So I'm not going to bank on song requests being a thing in the future, essentially. Anyway, so what, besides the stream, I'm just going to give a quick mentality update. Close to my bed. I kind of want to get the next level on stream, but I don't know if I'll have enough time with it. I don't have many more topics to talk about. Anyway, besides streaming, I want to go hard on streaming this month. I like going hard on streaming in the summer. I think it's very fun to do, especially because, you know, people have time off in the summer, and so there might be more eyes to see what's going on, which will be fun. So I want to hit the summer streams hard. But besides streaming, I also want to do some other stuff, because why not try? I'm going to do some YouTube as well. So I always talk about YouTube. I'm going to edit down. The other day I recorded 6 hours of footage of me and some friends playing a game. and I want to edit that down and put it into a video. So I'm definitely going to do that this month. There's some other streams. I still have to edit all the Nancy Drew stuff, which I still want to do. That's going to come, when it comes. Essentially, that's not a quick turnaround for me anymore. Like I was trying to do. I think I burnt out because I tried to do like such quick turnarounds on it. So Nancy Drew, all those streams need to be edited. I have a couple of stuff in the background. I've still thought about that like end of the year stream that I want to do that I'm still kind of like trying to set up for and that kind of thing. But besides that, a lot of the stream like it's going to be editing streams down for the most part, or gameplay footage that's elsewhere down, just recordings like the one I just talked about. I still want to do some long form video essay kind of stuff, but I don't know how feasible that is going to be this month. And once again, as I mentioned before, I'd rather have a couple of videos on the edited videos channels before I start doing that, because I'd want to make another channel where I just do video essays on it, essentially, if that makes sense. And I don't want to just make another channel when my other channel still exists and it's barely getting anything on it, if that makes sense. It's hard to do the job of a content creator as a hobby, if that makes sense. Like if I was a big content creator, I had 1,000 viewers each stream, I could hire editors and have them, edit down my streams, have them help out with, edited content and that kind of stuff. Because I'm by myself, but I still want to do this kind of stuff, I have to do everything myself, and I'm not really that good at editing. I'm not really that great at editing, so it's like when it comes to YouTube videos, it's a lot of effort I have to put in to doing that kind of stuff. So while I don't think it's something that's you're gonna see a very huge presence of this month, I do at least want to release a video this month. I have a couple of plans for some other videos as well, and when it comes to those video essays, probably not this month, but they're still in the chamber, rotating that around, Russian roulette and all that. So I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, I think that's it with YouTube. So moving on, I've already mentioned I'm trying to catch up on my backlog. What I'm trying to do is like a couple of hours each night where I just play a game or read one of my books, because I haven't been reading my books as much either. So I'm reading or watching, if I'm just too lazy that night, watching, a show, like catching up with some of the stuff that I've been trying to watch. Because I don't really care that much about shows, so really it's like a back of the napkin, not back of the napkin, but back of the brain kind of. If I don't really want to like game or read a book tonight, then watch something. And I'm trying to do that like every weeknight at least, just to do something after work. And when it comes to streaming, I'm not sure how much that's going to cut into the time, basically. Because the way I think of it is, if say I'm doing 2 hours of gaming each night, and then I stream for 3 hours, that's 5 hours of gaming, each night. And I have other stuff to do that I want to do. Like I've just talked about how much progress I want to make. I'm going to talk about some other stuff that I want to make progress on and the personal projects. So it's like, I can't be doing that every night. You know what I mean? So I think the backlog's definitely going to, unfortunately, like take a hit from me trying to stream a bunch. Which is funny because I'm already behind on it. So it's like, I'm gonna really have to focus and kind of like try to optimize my time this month, and I think that's kind of like a fun objective for me to do. I don't like to do it all the time, but when it comes to, like, for instance, RuneScape Leagues just happened, and whenever Leagues happens, it's really fun to like plan my route a little bit and like that kind of stuff. Even though I'm not like a huge planner, it's still something that to me is a lot of fun to do for a short time. You know, like not thinking about it too hard. So I think still trying to juggle my backlog and streaming and YouTube and this other stuff I'm about to mention will be fun for me to do for this month. We'll see how well that carries over into the next one. Basically, I'm saying like the longevity of this quote unquote project, which isn't really a project, it's just kind of me trying stuff out, will be tested upon the end of this month. For this month, I'm streaming. I'm going hard on streaming. The end of this month, we'll see how much I want to keep doing that, I guess, and how much I'm falling behind in other stuff to kind of do that. This year's a little stacked for games that I'm missing out on. So I've noticed a lot of games being released this year that I'm like, oh, that'd be really fun to play, and then I just can't play them because I don't have time. And that's also something that's going to take a hit from like this kind of idea, which is partially why I wanted to play Zexion on stream, because I'm like, okay, I want to make sure that I played this game because I've heard such good things about it from friends who've played it. And it looks like a crazy game, so it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So it's just like, I think that the kind of this year has a lot of really good games, like the new 007 game that just released from the Hitman people. I'm like, ooh, I really want to play that, but I don't really feel like I have the time. Like the Pragmata came out and people were talking about how good that was, and I'm like, oh, I don't really have the time. So it's just been a lot of different stuff this year that I feel like is released and I don't really have the time, and so that's another thing that I have to juggle when it comes to this. It's like, okay, do I want to play this new release or do I want to do the Dreamcast fucking shit show games? And at the end of the day, I'm not trying to chase views, so to me, new releases aren't important. What genre of games do you enjoy the most? Ooh, that's a hard question to ask. That's a very hard question to ask. If I had to put nose to the grindstone, make a choice, it'd probably be something like RPG games or mystery games with a focus on stuff that like really tells really good stories. But and here's the rub. Here's the rub with that. Those aren't necessarily good for stream sometimes. Like a lot of the games I've talked about that I'm going to stream this month are randos, like randomizers. Because those are just like fun to play and like to go through and to like take the mental process of like going through it and that kind of thing, and like how am I going to get through this, you know, can I get through this battle, or do I need, you know, reflect or something like that kind of thing. Do you like puzzles? Yes I do. One of my favorite games of last year was In Your RPG Story. Yeah. One of my favorite games last year was The Root Trees Are Dead, which is just great. What a fantastic game. I'm pretty sure it was last year, right? Maybe I'm delusional, it was the year before. Blueprints? Ooh, you know, I did miss out on Blueprints. Might be, you might have given me a good idea for a stream game. You might be right. I did miss out on that. I played it a very short amount of time. I was like, wow, this game's really good, and then I had to stop playing it, so I was it was like just as I started working last year. And I was like, I can't be spending time playing this game. So I might be playing it out the first time. It's amazing. That's what I've heard, and I've heard it really goes places. So that'd give me a good idea. Probably not this month, but might be a good idea for later. And also the backlog. There's also, thanks Corey, I still have Ni no Kuni sitting there waiting to be streamed. So, you know. And there's like other... In October, I'm definitely going to go hard in the paint on some of the games there. Some spooky games, because I just want to. Anyway, we're losing the plot. Hey, we're losing the plot. Let me know. Corey, here's what I'll say. Tentatively planned for August. Tentatively planned for August is what I'll say. So end of the summer for that one. There's always something to chew on. Yeah, I mean, there's... And I don't want to... A very important reason to me why I have the kind of backlog that I'm playing by myself is I don't want me to be like, okay, I have to go home and I have to play 5 hours of some game on stream, even if I don't want to stream today or something like that. Because I want games to be separate from this. At the end of the day, you know, Twitch is, you're still working on something, you know what I mean? You're still putting yourself forward. You're still showcasing yourself. You have to want to play. People can tell if you're not enjoying it. Yeah, it's like you can tell if you're off your game. It's one of those things where it's like people, especially if I do grow a bit of an audience, which I was starting to do with the Sleuth Saturdays, fun first, viewers later. Exactly. I was starting to do the Sleuth Saturdays. I started to have some regular faces showing up, and I hope they show back up when I continue it this Saturday, or like at least in the future Saturdays. But I could tell, like, on some of the days where the game, where my brain just wasn't working correctly, I was like, oh, I can tell they know I'm not I'm not thinking clearly. So it's one of those things where it's like once you build that audience, you are performing, even if it's just a hobby for me. Like it has been for, I don't know, 15 years. I don't know, how long have I been making YouTube videos? I don't even want to know. That's a disgusting thought to think of. I don't want to think of that. But even though it's a hobby, it's work. So it's like I want the game that I'm playing on stream to be a different experience from the game I'm playing off stream. You know, I want to enjoy a game off stream. Dang, that's a long while. Okay, you didn't have to put it that way. You didn't have to say it like that. But yeah, it's still work at the end of the day. Ancient even? Okay, bud. Why are you even a moderator in this chat? You're just gonna be throwing around stuff like that. Throwing around ban-worthy stuff like that. No. But yeah. I lost my train of thought a little bit, but the point of the matter is it's work, and I want to play games off stream and have them be a different experience for me than playing games on stream. Like if I were to play the altars on stream, I'll time myself out. Thank you. If I were to play the altars on stream, it wouldn't have hit that same way for me. I don't feel like. I expect you to say that you've been doing it that long, because I don't want to tell you how old I am, and I've not been doing it that long. Listen, I've been uploading YouTube videos for a really long time. If I look at my YouTube channel right now, let's see. Might as well waste time with this. YouTube. Let's just go to my YouTube channel. Let's go to my YouTube studio, Let's go to my studio and let's see. Here, baby. Okay. Okay. Let's see. 34 views in the last 28 days. Let's go! We're cooking! Let's see. Like, if I can do oldest date. Let's see. Ooh! Wow, we just missed the 15-year anniversary of my oldest videos, May 31st, 2011. That's the oldest video on this channel, by the way, because I was making older videos on another channel that I deleted. Which, if I look... Hold on, I can see kind of the date. Hold on. Let's go Spore. I'm going to look up creatures on the Spore database. You're gonna think I'm crazy. Not the Sporepedia, the Sporistics. That's what it is. Because with the Spore database, I can verify. Verify how old one of my creations is, and I can. Oh, how cute! My tag on Spore is "I'll be back." Helmet from Grok's Killer? I forgot the creatures in Spore were named Groks. Oh, that's so funny in the modern age. That's hilarious. Anyway, let's see. I remember making a video on some of my creations and Spore back on that old channel. So that old channel was called Paggigalo, and then when I got the new channel, I rebranded it to GIGLIOP5053, the word throw up version of my name, and then I went back to Paggigalo because I was like, that's just a better name. I don't know why I decided to change that. I was like 13 or something. Okay, I don't know. It was 2011. What was it? How old was I? Yeah, I don't think about that. The point is, I was very young and stupid. I'm trying to see. I know these one creations I definitely made a video on. They were in 29, 15, 22. So September 2010, I made a video on those. And I had videos on the channel before that. So I've been making it for over 16 years at this point. At 16 years at least. I'm going to say 2009 because that's when I had a lot of Spore creations. So I'm going to say 2009. We're all young and stupid ones. So 2009 I was 13. 2011 I was 15 when I changed to the new channel. So I was 15 years old when I was like, I need to rebrand to this very stupid name that's awful and nobody will like it. Hey, don't be so down on yourself. Don't be so down on yourself, Marilyn. But yeah, I've been making content for a while. 17, it has to be 17 years. I think 2009 was when I did my first videos on that old channel. So I've been making content for 17 years. And look at me now. I'm getting up there. I mean, we're all the wheel of time progresses forward. You know. Have adult stepchildren almost as old as you? That's... Whew. Let's get back on the main tracks. We've been losing ourselves a bit. We'll just turn 26. That's crazy. That's crazy. Sorry to derail. No, you're fine. It's good. It's good to derail. That's what streaming's about. It's about having fun, talking to people in chat, goofing around a bit. If I've learned nothing over these 17 years of making content, it's about having fun and meeting people online and doing goofy stuff. If you told me that when I went streaming today, I talked to someone from TwitchCon 2019, I would be very surprised, but there you are, talking to me in the chat. And TwitchCon 2019 I met a lot of cool people at TwitchCon 2019, and I would definitely remember a good portion of people if they came to my chat and said, hey, I don't know why that is, because like I can't remember like people's names for the life of me, but if there's like at least 5 people on my hand from TwitchCon that I could remember. Like if they just came in the chat, I'd be like, oh, I know you, yeah. I've been back there since that year. Me neither. I mean, COVID happened right after that, and also I have a job now, so I can't really do that as much. My friend who I went with that year actually, I would completely shut down Twitch streaming for a while. It's funny because a lot of people are talking about how COVID made them stream more, or like gave them the opportunity to stream more, and for me it was kind of the opposite, but I'm in the same boat there, I guess. I hit schooling hard during COVID, basically, and it took all my time. Is the problem because my kids were home all the time? Sheesh. Yeah, I can get that as well. That must be... I can imagine being a parent during COVID and being like... Oh no, all my kids are home all the time. That must be crazy. So anyway, yeah, I can't wait for school to get back in. Oh, please, please, let kids go back to school. You're now a teacher in addition to a parent. That's true as well. That's crazy. That could that's wild. Um, how many times is he gonna say Okay, fun times. Yeah, COVID. What a mess COVID. What a mess COVID was. 813. What? You typing that in the correct chat, buddy? What chat are you looking for with that one? I'm trying to think. I'm counting the ums. Oh, I see. Very cool. Thanks for that. Mind banning yourself again? Uh, okay, so besides streaming, the train has been tousled off the tracks. It's been robbed of all its worth. We're still putting it back on. So the last thing is for umbrage. What about lumbridge? Because we're playing RuneScape. Get it? Because get it? Because anyway, God, it's one of the things. It's one of my stims that I've always, since somebody brought it up years ago, I've always thought about is I laugh way too much at every single sentence. I just did it right there. Stop it. It just means I have a joyous life. I live a joyous life. I enjoy living. Anyway, the last kind of major topic for this month is I want to what was I gonna say? Oh, I want to make a very short game project. Very short game project. Very minuscule game project that I'm going to make and release in the month of June. Not going to be anything impressive, but I've made so many like small game projects that I've kept to myself, and very few that I've actually shown to my friends and loved ones. That I'm like, you know, I want to do that this month. I want to release a very, very short, quick game, release it in a month. The act of releasing is itself impressive. Hey, that's what my ex said, you know. We have fun here, folks. We have fun here. But yeah, I want to just release something. But Jingo. Thank you, Crompert. It's just what the heck? Another. That's crazy. Another person just that's been following since 2018. Welcome, Crompert. That's crazy. Thank you for the bajingo. Simbaso, okay. Okay, I know who you are now. I was like, who the hell's Crompert? Simbaso. I do remember Simbaso. Okay. It's been a while. Been a while. But yeah, besides that, that's really it for the plans this month. We're gonna have some fun this month. Like I said, streaming every day. Bunch of dog shit. Bunch of crap. It will be a bunch of horrible streams. And yeah. Why do I feel like people always like I always get random people. Sounds like good plans. I wish you well with it. Thank you. I always feel like whenever I do these update streams where I'm just like not really playing anything, I'm just goofing around, I have a bunch of random people that I haven't heard from in so long just show up. This This happened too on like one of the Tomodachi live streams where I was just goofing around. Like a bunch of people that I hadn't talked to in a while just showed up. It's always fun to see people that you haven't seen in a bit, though. Add that one to the counter. Yeah, that's all I really want to stream for this month. It's been almost an hour, like I said, when you least expect it, exactly. But it's fun to see that kind of thing. We'll see how this month goes. And we'll see how the months following. I want to keep this summer strong even after this month, but this month is I'm hitting the stream big. We'll see where we go from there, basically. But I believe we're almost level 94 here, which means the stream will. I'm pretty much going to end it once we hit that. We'll probably do 2 more Urbies. And yeah, it's kind of perfect timing. We're right at the end of the stream. We good job, everyone in chat delaying me long enough so that I could end this level up. Yeah, should be a fun month. Tomorrow I'll call my shot here. Tomorrow. I'm going to be streaming... What am I going to stream? It was between Zexion and a KH2 rando, but I'm not sure... Wow, hi. See what I'm talking about? Here we... Everybody's showing up! AJ, you have the predilection to always show up at the end of my streams. It's every single time you show up, it's the end of my stream. Hunter level 94, though. And notice what is happening? Why is everybody showing up on my update stream here? This means you need to stream more. Well, good news for you, AJ. You just what the heck, my doppelganger? What's happening? My doppelganger just showed up. Okay. Anyway, that was just really funny that he walked in from off screen. So, good news for you, AJ. I just announced in this stream that I'm going to be streaming pretty much every day this month, unless circumstances arise that prevent me from doing so. So, that's the plan. I'm going to make it a white boy summer, as some might say. Quirked up white boy summer. Hopefully I can catch it. Well, I'm looking forward to you coming in at the end of my stream every single time. Won't Zexion show up in Kingdom Hearts anyway? That's really funny. That's really funny. What a funny joke that you made there. I'm going to leave a Paggigalo tab open on my PC. Will that start the stream up when it starts? For the whole month? Won't it do the thing where it glitches out and says, like... Sometimes, yeah. Won't it do the thing where it glitches out and says, like, this stream is not available or whatever, and you have to reload the tab anyway? Because Twitch is a very great program that was set up by some great people. Very great coding in the background of Twitch there. Anyway... I leave my PC on all the time. You gotta shut that thing down, man. You gotta shut that thing down a couple times. You gotta reset that. So Noah's here the whole time. Noah's just lurking the whole time. Okay. It's okay. You gotta cycle that dude. You gotta stream the game dev any. Ooh. That's a good question, you know? You know? Maybe. Good question. I'm gonna do a tentative yes. A tentative yes. And here's the only reason why I'm doing a tentative yes, because some days I'm not going to want to stream and work on the game at the same time, if that makes sense. Your update is going to be posted on YouTube. I want to rewatch. I will. I do have to upload. I have a bit of a backlog, so I'm going to be uploading tonight. Actually, a lot of the streams that I've missed out on, a lot of Nancy Drew stuff, including this. This will be at the end. Just kind of just like check in. I'll keep an eye out on my TV. Do it. So yeah, that's it for me. I'll be uploading this stream, like I said. The ad starts in 1 minute. No, it doesn't, because I'm ending the stream before that. All right. Thanks for watching. See you all whenever I see you all, because a bunch of people showed up. Crazy amount of people showing up at the end of the stream. This is the most viewers I've had. Yeah, I don't actually look at like the viewer numbers, but this is the most viewers I've had in a really long time. Thanks for the stream. See you next Tuesday. Okay, buddy. I'll be here tomorrow. I don't know where you're going to be, but I'll be here tomorrow with Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer tomorrow, for sure. Okay, see you then. Bye-bye. Before the ad starts, we gotta get you guys out of here before you're subjected to some ads. Read the first letters of what I say. Why? Why are you a mod in my chat? You're lucky I'm leaving. You're lucky I'm leaving, buddy. You're lucky I'm out of here. All right, see you guys later.